Akademiks can't ride no wave.
What? OBS don't. Okay. All right. So Myron's doing a little bit of politics right now. He's probably doing like overseas stuff. I think I align with Myron on like most politics. Not gonna lie. However, with social issues, I'm not usually that far from him. But this Chud shit was just egregious. Like, you know what I mean? This guy was egregious, bro. Goated. All right. Let me hear the clip. And I'm pretty sure this clip is going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. Watch. It's going to be so bad. Is it out of context here or not? Let me know if this is out of context. Oh, we should go down the streamer list too, right? They dropped the top 20 streamer list. Okay, here we go. All right. Myron crashes out on Akademiks fans and black people for being uncivilized. Let's see.
And then some other Chinese niggas like, I did triad, and they fight and they make rap songs about that shit and create an entire lucrative career. No, bro, there's only one group of people that does that shit, and we know who the fuck it is. And it's like they don't want to deal with the elephant in the room that nigga. And, you know, going back to what you were saying with the whole Akademiks thing, like, you know, the problem is that a lot of these Wakanda niggas, right? I call them Wakanda niggas, aka birds, aka ape. Like, they don't understand that everyone is tired of the bullshit, bro. Okay? People are tired of walking around, having to worry about getting mugged, having to worry about getting robbed, or having to worry about saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, being called a racist. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. People say they got black fatigue. Nigga, I got black exhaustion.
Okay. I'll pause it there and address that. I do think there is a, you know, culturally watching it, like I've seen white people started to act a little bit more like, hey, listen, we're starting to feel second class in this country where they could say this or they could act like this. And what I mean, they're talking about black people, right? And we can't. So like we're walking on eggshells while they could do whatever to express themselves. And I will be honest, you know, obviously in the plight, it's like kind of like feminism in a way, in the plight of trying to kill racist rhetoric talk that has suppressive or oppressive history. Yes, you know, like I think it's the reason why people like Nick Fuentes is even like popping up a little bit. And even Trump to a certain extent. There's white people that want to be proud that they're white. And in America, I do feel like a lot of white people feel ashamed that they're white because there is that, and we're going to get to that, even that Drake line, which I've seen Anthony Fantano not being able to understand. That guy's an idiot. Where there is like a lot of, there's a section of white dudes, some of them are mostly liberals, where they're like, the only time they get to be proud is if they get to condemn themselves. So they're like, yeah, white people are bad. And people look at them like, dog, you're white, you know? So there hasn't been, I think, even Clav. I think Clav has popped off with that too. I've never seen more young white creators not trying to be niggas in terms of they're not trying to rap like Drake or they're not trying to be into that culture. They're just happy with being white boys. They're like, I'm a white boy and I am happy to be a white boy. That, you know, just being honest, that hasn't been the case for like 10 to 15 years. And not 10, let me just say 10 years. And it's because like usually that was seen to be racist. Like if you're like, hey, I'm proud to be white. You're proud of what? You're racist. And I get that part. Okay, so when Myron says that is a thing that I acknowledge and I see. Here's the problem with, and this is why, I'm down to debate even Myron with this Chud the Builder thing, is that Chud the Builder will not support that argument. None of that, like, I'm watching a bunch of white dudes that are glad that they're white or they look a certain way that's not black or not mixed or whatever, and they support Clav or they whatever. None of that is also hinged on I'm gonna antagonize black people and try to make them feel lesser than. They're just proud that they have some identifying factor, because you know people always say white people don't got culture. So now they feel like, oh shit, maybe that's our culture. It makes us feel proud about looking like us and being us. That's fine. You know, like we're black people. Like we are proud. There's so many examples of why we're proud to be us. Look at the Chinese. Look at other races. Like they have symbols or something going on that makes them proud to be them. I think white people lost that for a little bit, but it's starting to come back. None of that is racism. That's the thing. None of that is saying, oh, fuck black people or this black guy is. No. You could be proud to be a white guy without going outside and saying, hey, you're a chimp. You're chimping out. And also going up to people trying to antagonize them, trying to make them feel lower and make yourself feel like you're morally superior. Not morally superior, but like, phenotype or phenotypically superior. Yeah. So that's where I depart from that point. Like, yeah, I do think white people want to feel proud that they're white, right? Which I don't think there's a problem with, as long as that while they're doing that, they're not putting down someone else. What Chud was doing, it's not like he was going up to a bunch. If Chud was going up to a bunch of white people and be like, yo, bro, man, I'm white and I'm proud. I'm an American. If that was his thing, nobody would have an issue with him, or at least I wouldn't. If he was going around and he was just like linking up with other white people like, man, aren't you so happy to be white in America? We're fucking white. We're young. We're proud to be Americans. Nobody would have a problem. The guy picked his shtick to fuck with black people. There's no defending that. He picked his shtick to defend, to fuck with black people. And you can't try to flip the argument to be like, well, you know what? There's certain things about the black, black culture that, no. This guy is going out of his way to do that. That's the point.
The problem is that a lot of these Wakanda niggas, right? I call them Wakanda niggas, aka baboon retards, aka ape dumbasses. Like, they don't understand that everyone is tired of the bullshit, bro. Okay? People are tired of walking around, having to worry about getting mugged, having to worry about getting robbed, or having to worry about saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, being called a racist. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. People say they got black fatigue. Nigga, I got black exhaustion. I've been tired of these for a while. So, whatever, man. Fuck it. Like, Akademiks fans, I wouldn't put any stake in what they got to say. A lot of these niggas don't even know where Palestine is on a map. I'll never forget, I was in there talking about fucking the war with Iran. Iran? What is that, nigga? Like, dudes are stupid. Dumb as fuck. What are you talking about, a bunch of sand niggas? Bro, I just want to talk about Drake and Iceman. Get the fuck out of here, you bad Donkey Kong fucks, man. Niggas are stupid. I don't even take them seriously.
Now, that's where I would push back. I don't think that lack of geopolitical awareness means you're stupid, right? Again, I do believe there is a certain faction of people who are in America, and I'm going to be honest with you, like, I would probably say this. If I listen to Myron, if I listen to Nick Fuentes, which I listen to all of them, Nick Fuentes, I listen to Sneeko, they talk more about Israel than I hear them talk about Americans. Right? Like, I don't hear them saying, hey, you know what's going on right now in Louisville, Kentucky? That's a problem that we should probably bring light to. They're not talking about that. They're talking about Palestine, Israel. That's not everybody's cup of tea. I guarantee in this stream, like, for example, Chicago, like, that was a thing where everyone's like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? How have 100 people getting shot every weekend? Not everybody needs to have like this global focus. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's natural for your focus not to be on people that don't live here. Like, it's normal for you to care. And me and Sneeko had this debate. It's normal for you to care about what's in your proximity and what affects you the most. Unfortunately, no matter what we say, most likely, if you live near an inner city, or if you have a kid going to some of these schools that maybe not be funded, or if you have a coworker or a father, a sister, a brother, someone who provides for the household, and they work at the goddamn TSA and they're not getting paid because, the government goes through all these shutdowns all the time, you probably that has way more effect on your life than what's going on in Palestine. And I completely understand and defend people not knowing what the hell's going on over there. Like, yes, is what happens in the Middle East, does it affect the U.S.? Yes, of course, to some extent, but everything does to some extent. People's focus doesn't have to be overseas. I see someone 230. It says, "You dummy! How don't you recognize that Israel impacts the shit that goes on over here?" Hey, no one's saying that's not a thing. What I'm saying is that I'm addressing Myron's point in terms of people and what they care about. If someone can't get, I don't know, government assistance, or like, a lot of things that affects our normal life are actually not even dictated by the federal government. It's actually dictated by local and state government. So I understand why people who have jobs to work and that are probably preoccupied with a million other problems are not trying to think about the trickle-down effect of Israel's influence on American politics. Yes, does it exist? Yes. Is it probably cool? No. But you think everybody's that's not their thing. That's not everybody's thing. People care about what the hell's going on with them. Could they feed their kids? Could they pay rent? Like shit, like, something happened. Do they have some money in savings? Yes, everything boils up to, it's like, for example, yes, you could boil up every issue to the president, right? Oh, well, this is going on locally. If you trickle, if you keep compounding it, you're gonna be like, oh, it's the president's fault. But a lot of time, it's your state and local representatives, and that's my point. What I'm saying is that it's not a problem if you think Israel is the thing that's gonna solve all our problems. But for the people who don't think like that, you can't say they're stupid, right? Like, if anything, it might sound even more stupid to keep complaining about Israel while both sides of the aisle basically give you a middle finger saying, fuck you niggas, we're going to follow Israel, and you're just sitting there complaining all along. That's what I'm saying. Danza Project, thank you. Thank you for the gift. And my boy Dan's up in here dropping some dimes. My boy.
So, anyway.
And I was going to say this really quickly, too. The thing with Ak, he was like, yo, I'll be honest with you, I don't care about Palestine. I think it's important to highlight, like, all right, it's fine. He doesn't have a dog in that fight, I guess. Look, I'm Muslim, so Palestine means something to me.
I'm glad he said that. I do want to let the majority of the world know that most African Americans, it's not even African Americans. I don't want to make this a race issue. People care about themselves. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. If what was happening in Palestine was happening in the Caribbean, I would be talking about it every day. Unfortunately, that's not my fucking, backyard. It's not the thing that's on the top of my mind. Yes, if 100 people get like fucking eviscerated in Jamaica, yes, I'd be on here sobbing and crying. But the thing is, for the people who are Muslim or people who align with Palestine, don't try to get everybody to jump on y'all cause and do the most. Because what happens is that I've only seen one time, and it's with them marches. Like, all right, it's Black Lives Matter time. Let's get on some marches. But that was about it. Usually when black people got some shit going on, it's like, y'all niggas on your own. Straight up. We don't hear other countries funding it. We haven't heard Israel saying, hey, listen, we're going to give like $5 billion to all the black people. Fuck no. They're like, yo, man, y'all niggas do that shit on your own. So again, I think it's just natural. We're all going to care about what the hell affects us the most. It's not like we hate people. It's just, do you think?
Dog in that fight, I guess. Look, I'm Muslim, so Palestine means something to me.
It's a human issue, right? It's greater than being Muslim. It's just wrong.
And this is my second to last thing. I think it's because these guys identify as Muslims. I don't know I think the black oppression, even historically, with all due respect, I don't want to like call out certain events because how people get sensitive. I think slavery was the worst thing that ever happened to humans in history. Black slavery, not all this other shit I'm hearing about. Oh, these people died. Okay, that's bad too. But when I'm ranking them on my list, black slavery is number one. Okay, you make your list. Your list is over there. My list, you ain't gonna be the top of the list. My list is black slavery. Point blank, period. Okay? You got black slavery, then we go down, we get to some other shit, but number one, we the biggest. I'm sorry. Number one. I'm sorry. I know y'all gonna be mad. Number one. We built all these countries, got maimed, decapitated, separated from families, treated as animals. For so long. I'm sorry. On my list, it's number one. And I'm not only talking about in America. I'm talking about throughout the world. Because the slavery of black, brown, indigenous people were also seen in the Caribbean. It's seen in South America. It's seen in Central America. It's the worst thing that's ever happened in human history. So everybody else was y'all worst thing. It's okay. Y'all could get maybe number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. But on my list, black people's number 1. Sorry. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, but it's also natural. If you're like from Japan, you should say, yo, niggas dropping a nuke on us, the worst thing to happen in history. I get it, because you're Japanese. I'm not Japanese. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Japanese. And that's why when I be hearing Sneeko, I'm like, Sneeko, when you pulling up to Palestine? Like, yo, you over here, nigga in New York fucking all these bitches talking about what's going on in Palestine. Like, they're not doing that. I just heard some shit. He had threesomes with like 3 different hoes. I'm like, yo, good. Like, he living an American life, acting like he care about over there. Like, cut it out, gang. Cut it out. Like, you know what I mean? Cut it out, brother. Cut it out. Anyway. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. Listen. And Sneeko tried his best. He was trying to position it like, no, you don't care about others. No. We have a order of importance. Like, if your mom called you and said, hey, I just got rear-ended, versus you see a stranger on Facebook saying, yo, I'm in the all right, so your mom called you and said, I just got T-boned, like, you know, she's driving, a car hit her. And then you see like a friend that's not that close as a friend on Facebook saying, yo, I'm in this supermarket and there's an armed shooter. Where are you going, nigga? You going to your mama, nigga? The fuck is you talking about? Bro, if I don't even know you that well, gang, I'm going to my mama. We all prioritize things. I'm just saying that I'm not Muslim. I'm black. I'm from Jamaica. There's just certain things that align with what I could focus on, that in order of importance, I do care about what's going on in Palestine. It's just down the rung of things. It's like, not the first, maybe not the second, not the third. It probably top 5. It's just not 1, 2, or 3. I'm sorry. Now for Sneeko, it's like 1, 2, and 3. It's a little bit different. We're neither bad people. We just have different priorities. And it's okay.
It's a humanity issue.
Wallah, it's a human issue. And if you don't acknowledge it.
See, there's a lot of human issues. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of human issues, but you got to prioritize. Like, there's human issues going on in Sudan. There's a lot of human issues going on in Africa. There's a lot of human issues that are going on throughout the world that one could say, no, this matters to me the most. What probably is going to get your intrigue is what is closest to you. Like, put it like this. And obviously, I'm guessing this is what they would like kind of get their little talking points off about. But it was like, shit, let there be a genocide at the fucking Swatch AP release. That's when niggas is talking. I'm playing. Anyway.
Genocide? You're a piece of shit. But what I'm trying to say is.
Yeah, so, you know, again, also, I like to mind my business. If America is a Christian country, I think we should stay out of Muslim affairs. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, granted, obviously that's not the case when it comes to dealing with Israel, but like I think we should mind our goddamn business. Focus on what we got going on here. And this is a never-ending conversation because people gonna be like, no, you understand that what's going on here is really affected over there. It's just like, okay, what do you care about more? Respectfully, if 50 people get killed in Chicago and 50 people get killed in Palestine, I'm sorry. I care about 5 million more. Why is that happening in Chicago? Well, Palestine's like a forever from here. It's like take 2 spaceships to get there, bro. Like, come on. Order of importance. That's all it is. We got to figure out what's going on. So do you care about what's going on in Philly more or you care about what's going on in Palestine? Nigga, you don't even know Palestine. You got a map to Palestine? Let's focus on what's going on here, man. That's what I say. But, you know, to each his own. Because, as I said, and this is me being fair, if it was some shit going on in Jamaica, I'd probably be a little bit up in arms. But the fuck do I got to do with Palestine? Or Israel? Either or. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, they drop Yo, Iran dropped 3 bombs in Israel. And? Like, yo, did they drop it in Jersey? Like, no, they were like, yo, go handle y'all thing, man. Let them niggas fight. I'm on some Diddy shit, man. Let both them niggas fight. Let Israel and Palestine fight it out. And Hezbollah, let them all fight. We just sit back and be like, damn, this is a good show. It's like watching Avengers Endgame. Anyway. Again, I don't see a problem. I disagree with Myron there too. I just don't see a problem with us focusing on us. Right? All right. Oh, D Moya, thank you for the donation. What would you say? You said kick aka what? Okay, I'm not too sure what that meant. All right. Okay, you want me to get over Myron? We'll get over Myron. We'll get over Myron. We'll have him explain himself. We're getting to music talk after this chat. Don't you worry. We're locked in. By the way, depending on where you guys are at, tell me the temperature. Is it hot? Yo, it's been hot recently, but I kind of like it. It was so cold for the winter. These days are starting to get like really hot, but I kind of appreciate it. Can't lie, man. I cannot lie. So, I also want to expound on this Chud the Builder thing. A lot of attorneys are chiming in on this, and a lot of attorneys are actually saying the exact thing that we've kind of heard. They're all saying, yo, these guys are screwed. And they're saying he's screwed because they're saying, hey, listen, Chud the Builder lied to people that what he is doing is protected, right? He said, I'm doing protected First Amendment right, which is free speech. So I could go up and call people the N-word and chimp and this and third, and there should be no consequence. And if there is a consequence of someone punching me, I could just kill them. And those are two things that were very blatantly incorrect. Number one, if you are using what they call fighting words or you're inciting violence, that then no longer becomes protected under the First Amendment right. But second of all, if through your rhetoric, someone punches you, the way how it works, and I know people keep saying, stand your ground, stand your ground, stand your ground. If someone punches you, you can't take out your gun and execute them. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You got to usually meet force with proportional force, which means if someone punches you, it doesn't have to be necessarily equal, but for you to kill them and shoot them with a gun, that's not usually proportional in the eyes of the law. You use lethal force when you think that your life is in danger, even in a stand your ground state. Otherwise, if somebody got bumped in the store, y'all in a small convenience store, somebody bumps you, why would it not be legal for you to just shoot them dead? If you're in Texas, it's not legal. You can't do that. So this guy just operating in a way that, number one, is insightful. That's not protected. But number two, if you think, let me tell you this. For any person, even today I have to renew my concealed carry permit for Jersey. There's only one for Jersey. So I renewed for Jersey, and I got to renew it for the rest of the states next week. But not because you have a gun means somebody can't spit on you. Yeah, you have a gun, somebody spits on you, you shoot them dead, you're going to jail. That's how it works. I know. I carry a gun. Oh, you have a gun on you. Oh, so if somebody pushes you, you could kill them. You can't kill them. What are you talking about? So those are the things that I think that people, while, they were enjoying and living vicariously through Chud the Builder, because there's some people that really just want to see black people agitated and they're too scared to do it. So they're like, oh, watch, he's doing what we can't do. He's calling them the N-word to their face. They have been co-signing a lot of this bullshit but it's not legal. So the guy who's been talking about legality is the guy who's been breaking the laws. Oh yeah, I could just shoot you and leave your brains on the pavement if you punch me. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And now they're like, oh, well, he's in jail, and they're making a million excuses. Let's start with the facts. If y'all want to talk about law, he misunderstood the laws. You cannot just shoot someone who touches you. And by the way, he's gonna get handled by even his own words that he then started recording and is caught. He said, the guy told me he was gonna crash out if I said the chimping out thing. I said something, he punched me, then I shot him. At no point does he say, yo, I actually thought he was gonna disarm me, take my gun, kill me. I was in fear for my life. It says none of that.
Claim self-defense. And he's trying to claim self-defense?
He's trying to claim self-defense.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard for him to claim self-defense. I have cases like that. It's hard to claim self-defense.